Now, when you compare the two of these phones in regards to their desktop screens, what I love about the HTC is that it has the home plugin from HTC, where it shows the date, the time, and the settings of your incoming messages, as well as hotkeys for weather, contacts, and any sort of settings on the phone, in addition to the usual listings of any Windows Mobile smartphone. Whereas here, iMate doesn't appear to have a home plugin like the HTC. It just has your general listings here for your date, the time, and your wireless settings and your incoming messages, as well as your calendar. Is we're going to go into the camera of each of these phones here for the TyTN 2 as well as the iMate Ultimate 9502, just to give you an idea of what the camera looks like settings wise. So we're going to press the camera button for the HTC, and then we're going to press the camera button for the 9502. Alright, as you can see, the HTC appears to have the most information on screen. And then you pretty much have an easy access to the menu here at the bottom, which it can be very convenient when you want to do a quick settings change, as well as a menu here that shows up in the middle of the screen. Now, whereas all of the symbols appear to be very bright and readable on the HTC, it's totally different here on the iMate 9502. In comparison to the TyTN 2, is that the icons are not as big. You pretty much have to zero in on each of the icons and to pretty much get a sense of what you're looking at. Okay, now this icon here at the lower left hand corner just happens to be a settings panel. So if you tap on that, it'll pretty much bring you all of the settings that are available on the camera. I assume that pressing directly on a setting doesn't work, so you have to go through the cursors, which is a bit of a pain, but it's not that bad. Okay. Let's go on quality here. With quality, you have fine, normal, economy. Then we're going to go back. Shooting modes give you these. That's the resolutions that are available for the camera. Self-timer. You have the effect for monochrome and sepia, basically black and white and sepia. You have your flash settings, contrast, brightness, metering mode, white balance, information. So you pretty much get the idea of what this is all about. Now we're going to exit out of the settings here. The icons on the lower right hand corner of the 9502 pretty much tell you what mode you're shooting in. Now as you can see, the camcorder is much bigger than the camera, so that means we're pretty much shooting video right now. Okay? Now if you want to switch to camera mode, all you do is tap on the icon for camera, and that pretty much gets enlarged to show you that you're right now able to take still pictures. Now in the upper right hand corner, you of course have your typical X to X out of the camera application, as well as a play button, which is pretty much your preview button that plays all of the previous pictures that you've taken throughout the day. Now these are pictures that I've taken earlier this morning with the camera. And we're going to go through them by hitting the... Now when you're in preview mode, you pretty much have the cursor that switches between all the pictures, and then a menu button right here. So we're going to go down and click on the arrow for the cursor and go to the next picture. Now keep in mind, in order to switch from photo to photo, you pretty much have to keep pressing these cursors. Now the one thing I do not like about the 9502 so far is that there's a delayed response. When I just pressed the cursor arrows here, there was no response until much later on. So I ended up pressing the cursor 3 times in a row. It switched photos 3 times in a row very quickly. Now on the lower right hand corner you have the menu button, and we're going to tap on that. And it pretty much gives you a command to either delete the photo, send it via email, or multimedia messaging. And we're going to get out of that. So to get out of the preview, we're going to hit the camera button to get back into camera mode. And as you can see, I am sitting in my living room right now, and I am shooting it from the camera of the 9502. Get my email here on the 9502, and it's in the wonderful VGA resolution here. And we're going to tap on an email just to do some comparisons here. Alright, this is an email from my friend Kenneth Vinson. You see there's a contact picture, and it shows everything pretty much in good formatting. The font is nice, everything is smooth, and it's pretty much the same way over here with the HTC Titan 2. Okay, as you can see, it's pretty much the same formatting as the iMate 9502. Okay, Opera should be opening up now. And that's the typical trial notice there. So far, everything is working just fine with Opera Mobile on my iMate 9502. And then I'm also going to show this to you guys in horizontal mode. Okay? Now, being that it's in VGA resolution, one thing I've had to get used to is that everything is pretty much very small when it comes to the fonts. There's the whole YouTube site for my video there. And this same page that I've just now gone through, I've just now accessed this same page on the HTC Titan 2, which is in QVGA. Now everything is a bit bigger, and it dominates the screen a lot more than the 9502. So there's the apparent difference right there in between both phones when it comes to resolution. Here right off the bat is that there is an immediate difference between the on-screen keyboard of the 9502 versus the HTC Titan 2. And that's due to the resolution. Whereas the HTC Titan 2 looks to be a bit more blocky, the iMate looks to be very smooth. And the one thing I've noticed about the iMate is that the slider, when you have it open, it tends to rattle. It appears to be a little bit loose. So that's one concern that I have. If you can see here, when I hit the screen with my finger from the back, it jerks a little bit, it shakes. So I don't know if this is a bad sliding mechanism that I happen to have on my one device, but I am not liking it one bit. It makes the phone feel a bit cheap. So when you shake it, the screen itself shakes back and forth, which is not good. Okay, I've closed this back. And that's pretty much it, guys, for the comparison. I hope you've enjoyed it, and you all have a great day. Take care.